Joshua Jones here with Fun and Affordable Magic the Gathering for Staples to Shells Mono Black. Check out the introduction to this video in the playlist so that you can get caught up on what's going on here, but this is going to act as a template for you for building a Mono Black Commander deck. We have some draw spells here. These will go in any generic Mono Black deck that you build, so we'll start out with Harvester of Souls, which is a 5/5 for 6 Death Toucher that says whenever another non-token creature dies, you draw a card. So that's your creatures, their creatures, doesn't matter. So if you want to run heavy on creatures, or if you don't want to run any creatures at all except for this guy in your commander, it'll be fine because when a non-token dies, you'll get to draw a card. Then we have Succumb to Temptations. So for 3 mana at instant speed, which is important, you get to draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. So you can leave some mana up if you want to, and then play this at the end step of the opponent or whoever is going ahead of you. Here we have Argyle's Bloodfast and Greed. So these are enchantments that allow you to pay mana and 1 or 2 and a couple life to draw a card. So here's Sundial. So if you get landfall, you can pay 2 and draw a card. And then Underworld Connections to turn one of your lands into tap, pay 1 life to draw a card. It's important to note that the land still taps for mana, of course. Then we have Sign in Blood, so sorcery speed, but you get to draw 2 and lose 2. Damnable Pact, sorcery speed, also along with the rest of these on this draw spell suite we have here. You know, draw X cards here, lose X life. It's kind of like Black's thing is to lose life when you're drawing extra cards. Night's Whisper is essentially Sign in Blood, but a little bit less restrictive on the black mana, which doesn't matter because you're in a mono black deck. Read the Bones, you get a Scry first, so that's a great ability to have before you're drawing cards. But the same effect is Sign in Blood and Night's Whisper. Here we have some removals. We're running Hero's Downfall to get rid of a creature or planeswalker, and Neverall's Disc. So pretty much when you play this, it comes in tapped, and people are going to be wanting to slow the game down quite a bit or speed it up depending, because they're going to want you to pop this off. That or they'll just try to get rid of it while it's tapped. But in any regard, it's a great way to destroy everything. Well, pretty much everything. Here we're running Decree of Pain, so it's going to be a board wipe for all creatures and they can't be regenerated, and also you get to draw cards for each creature destroyed this way, or you can cycle it away for 5, and when you do, everything gets -2, -2. Crux Fate here, so all dragons are all non-dragons, so if you're playing against some messed up dragons or something, I guess you would choose that, but it's considered kind of like a board wipe because of the non-dragon clause. Life Final, so pretty much you destroy all creatures, then you search for an opponent's 3 creatures out of an opponent's library and get rid of them, and then they shuffle. Then Garruk's Wake destroys everything creatures and planeswalkers wise except for yours. Here we got Go for the Throat, so it's a non-artifact creatures getting destroyed. Sometimes that's a pain if you're playing against an artifact. The same with Walk the Plank if you're playing against a merfolk rather. But add 1 more mana and you can just get rid of whatever it is with Murder. And the Murder cut is kind of nice because if you only have 1 black left up, for example, then people will think, oh, he doesn't have anything or whatever, and then you could sneak this in on a delve situation. Here we're running some ramp spells, so we got the Bauble and Soul Ring, pretty much our usual run-of-the-mill ramp cards for decks that aren't really strong with ramp, along with Power Stone, Ignite, Sphere, and Hedron Archive. And Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, and Sword of the Animus. Charcoal Diamonds, the black mana rock. So there we are. We're running 37 Swamps, Lightning Greaves, and Swiftfoot to round it out. Like usual, you pick your commander and you're going to end up with 70 cards if you go to this deck list on mtggoldfish.com. Deck number 882158. You're going to get these 32 cards for about $20. And you're going to be all set up to add in your mono black commander of choice and the cards that you choose, the 30 cards that you choose for theme or tribal setting, or whatever it is that you want to do. Take some pressure off you for building the deck and, kind of relieve some of that overwhelmingness of getting started out. I hope you enjoyed this deck tech. Partially, that is. I'm Joshua Jones with Fun and Affordable Magic the Gathering, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, bell, do all that. Bye.